Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition. So, we've made it through the first, 3 missions I think. So this is definitely a very cool and interesting game. So hello there, Taka Jade. Welcome to the stream. So we left off with at the very beginning of another fine mess. So hopefully we can get ourselves out of this mess and continue on. So welcome everyone. So yeah, let's go ahead and let us get started here. We'll watch the intro again since it's so awesome. And then we will get to the game. Reduce the sound a little bit, but this game is quite loud. Oops. Alright, so let's take a second for the intro to load up here. In the meantime, I want to find out where we're going on the star map.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Demon World.
Alright.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises.
Alright. Reduce the volume a little bit.
USS Republic.
That should be good there. Let me know if the sound is either too loud or too soft. So we need to get out of this. So we'll load our game in here. Yes, it's enhanced CD-ROM. Yeah, cause this game definitely has it's definitely a lot louder than a lot of other games I play. So I almost have to have the volume almost off in order for it not to be too loud. Yeah, Interplay, Sierra, LucasArts. They were definitely great back in the day, and then they just fell apart. That's for some reason or other. Everybody wanted to play different types of games other than adventures. But there are many good adventure games. Alright, so we got from the last time we were told that we need to go to hercxena and deal with some people there. So let's pull up a nav map here. So hercxena is here. So let's head over there.
We have arrived at hercxena.
Very nice. Let's get rid of this map. Alright, let's see what we got got the fight here.
Two Ilasi ships approaching the fact, Captain. I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. It appears likely that we interrupted the pirate attack on the scout.
Alright. Yep, they got the first-person shooter started to come out, and yeah, that just took over. We still have a lot of a bunch of games in the present now, so I'm making a comeback. Oh, got something from the captain.
We'll show you what happens to those who come between us and our prey. Prepare to die!
Oh no, we are going to die.
Arming weapons.
Yep. Oh boy. This could get a little nasty here. Oh.
Aye, sir. Phasers repaired, Captain.
I'm not sure how to know what's broken, but
Aye, sir. Torpedoes repaired, Captain. Aye, sir.
it's pirates always ruining my day here. I like how these ships are just like ram right into you.
The ion trail of the scout ship leads to the Harapin system, Captain.
So the Harapin system. So we're gonna jump right into Harapin. Harapin. Alright.
Picking up the subspace signal, sir. It's very weak.
Patch it through, Lieutenant.
Alright.
Enterprise? Is that you, Kirk? Friend Kirk, I can't believe they sent you to rescue me.
Of course. I am the best fighter pilot there is.
That sounds like... No, please, say it isn't.
I have a visual signal now, sir.
You come to help me, Kirk. You've got to help me. I have had a terrible misunderstanding with the Alasi traders. They're out to kill me, Kirk.
Fancy that.
No, see here, Kirk. I sold my Mugs miraculogrammers in perfectly good faith. A little sideline work, you understand? Now they won't leave me alone. No. They're tracking me again. I can't send coordinates. You have to come protect me. I'm a registered ship with the Federation. Mud out.
Alright, you know my volume? I can totally do that. That should be better.
I'm afraid his ship is registered, Captain, and regulations require we respond to his distress signal.
Okay. So we have to make another jump. So we have to go to... Oh, that's just the next system over. Good, that's good to hear. Let's get the volume got all squared away there. Alright. Jump here. Alright, so get rid of the again?
The Harappan system is binary, with a neutron pulsar in the vicinity causing difficulties with our sensor readings. I was able to trace Mudd's transmission to this derelict.
Moo, derelict ship.
So, our friend Harry is on board, no doubt. Can you tell me anything about the derelict vessel?
There are 6 major subdivisions within the hull. All systems are down. There is, however, limited atmospheric integrity. The environment appears to be the result of a temporary Save-A-Ship life support generator. Not exactly a reliable model, Captain.
Oh no.
We're being hailed by Mr. Mudd, sir.
Captain, you came. I'm touched.
I imagine that this ship is gonna be time-based.
Harry, I have to be touched in the head to have anything to do with you. How's your lovely wife, Stella?
That was a dirty trick, Kirk. However, you'll be glad to know I let bygones be bygones. If the Enterprise will stand by and fend off any pirates, I'll just finish my salvage operations here and be out of your hair.
Uh-huh.
Computer records document that you filed notice that there was no salvageable value here, and that the ship was a common passenger tug.
Did I say no value? Minimal, Captain, minimal. I meant nothing looked promising when I filed the report. We both know my judgment isn't always perfect.
Your judgment is never perfect.
I would say your judgment is never perfect, Harry. Perhaps we should beam over and judge the situation for ourselves.
Ah, that isn't necessary, Kirk. I can handle... I mean...
Harry, relax. We're old friends. We'll understand if things aren't picked up and looking neat. Kirk out.
Oh, right. Let's see what Spock has to say. So how do we talk to Spock?
I would very much like to see this alien ship, but the prospect of dealing with Harcourt Fenton Mudd again gives me pause.
Okay. Do we need to communicate with him again, or are we just jumping down there? Let's try to communicate with him again. See if we need to get any other information.
Our orders are to render whatever assistance we can, sir.
Okay, I guess I need to talk to him again, so let's go ahead and beam down.
Captain, the shields are up.
Of course, keep forgetting about that.
Disarming the weapons. Lowering shields, Captain.
Okay, beam me over, Scotty.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Welcome, Captain Kirk. So glad you're here. The Elazi have been terrible trouble to me.
I bet they have been.
Well, you're terrible trouble to me, Harry. Tell me what this is all about.
I happened upon this ship not long ago and dutifully registered as salvage, mind you. In the hold here, I discovered one of these devices in that box over there. When I tried one on a wall, it floated off the grease and dirt. Perfect for cleaning, near as I could see. I peddled a few of these Mudd's miracle degrimers, and everything was going perfectly well.
Uh-huh, and then what happened?
Then something went wrong, right?
Actually, no, Doctor, not then. I'd started offering a few other little items I found. Mudd's limited coffee substitute, a great little specialty item. Lenses to affirm packaging build-your-own telescope kits. The collection of novelty paints, things like that. All of a sudden, the Elazi pirates are asking for me in every quadrant, wanting to know where I'm getting my goods.
Well, of course, they like your stuff.
I see, Harry. Well, we'll look around here while the Enterprise remains close by.
Look around all you like, Captain, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. I've registered this derelict as my salvage, and I don't want you running off with all my prizes.
Oh, of course not.
Harry, As official representatives of the Federation and of Starfleet, we recognize your rights to legitimate salvage. Need I say more?
I understand perfectly, Captain. Carry on, Captain.
Alright, let's talk to Spock and the Doctor here.
Given the past record of Harry Mudd, Captain, I strongly recommend that you do not trust him.
Mr. Spock, whatever gave you that impression? I thought Vulcans were supposed to be logical.
I am. Your record is that of a greedy, amoral, sociopathic fraud who preys upon human emotion, most notably gullibility.
For once, Spock, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Why, I've never been so insulted in all my life.
Alright.
Jim, you can't seriously be thinking of helping Mudd after all he's done.
Bones, Federation law is clear on this. Federation law protects everyone, even Harry Mudd.
Yeah, and we all know how devoted I am to Federation law.
Yeah. Just slime bag.
About as much as the Klingons are devoted to pacifism.
Let's see what Red Shirt had to say.
So, you say you know how to break the gambling machines on Kurlon 4?
It's a system that cost a gambler his life, boy. He crawled up to me and whispered it with his dying breath. And it can be yours for a mere 200 credits.
Sorry, Mr. Mudd. My mother didn't raise any fools in her family.
Starfleet, you're all the same. No sense of adventure.
No, we don't have any sense of adventure. Alright, let's take a look around this room here. Let's look at Mudd.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd. Of course he's going to be honest and fair with you.
Right.
This place is cluttered with stored goods of every sort. It would take an army of workers weeks to examine every container and determine what is inside.
Alright. Let's see anything highlighted here.
You look but see nothing of note. Odd-looking contraption small enough to hold in one hand.
Well, that's a very detailed description.
There are shiny, multi-sided spherical objects in this box.
Okay. Anything else? Got this power goo thing here.
This container holds small mechanical components unfamiliar to you.
Unfamiliar to me, okay. Make sure there's no additional pixels I need to look at here. Alright, let's use the science tricorder here.
These are computer memory transfer media, probably designed for use with the alien computer system.
Okay, get some memory cards, I guess.
A small energy device with a flanged opening at the front, about the size of one's thumbnail.
Energy device.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Let's take a look at this stuff.
This lens, about the size of one's thumbnail, magnifies like a fine optical glass.
Oh, I think we're gonna pick up some of these items. Let's pick up some of this.
Done.
Maybe some of these.
Done.
Maybe some of these.
Done.
Okay. Let's see, I'm not sure any of these items can be combinable or something. So these two look like they're combinable. Let's use that on this. Ready to...
You fail to obtain anything.
Use this on that.
These two things fit together like they were made for each other.
Alright. So then, let's get the science tricorder out. See what the hell this thing is made. Did I watch Discovery? No, I watched very little of Star Trek. I've seen a little bit of the original. I've seen a little bit of the Next Generation. I have seen all of Star Trek Andromeda and a little bit of Deep Space Nine. And that is about it. Maybe I saw like 1 or 2 episodes of Voyager. I haven't actually seen. I haven't seen any of the Star Trek from start to finish. Yeah, I'm not really big on Star Trek, but it's a fun show. It's a fun show. What am I doing here? I want to check this out. I can't use this on this. No. No. Alright. Oh. Oh, you seen too much? Yeah. Let's see. We have take anything over here?
You fail to obtain anything.
No? Maybe we can use this stupid device here on this?
Well, now I think we know why the Alassi pirates were so interested in finding out where Mudd was getting these.
Ah. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't think I've seen those episodes. So his name isn't familiar to me. Oh, what?
You already have that. You already have that.
Oh, so you don't need to make a one for ourselves? So, oh, we still have it. So it's like a, sort of like a gun sort of thing. Alright. Let's use this thing on this.
Nothing happens.
Ah, I see. I thought you were asking about it. Yeah, I haven't seen any episodes of Discovery. Yeah, there's a Picard show too. I haven't seen any of that either. Another reason why I watched all of Andromeda was because Kevin Sorbo was in it, who played Hercules. He was the captain. Alright, let's head down here. Lots of stuff in this room. Lots of stuff in this room. Let's take a look around this room.
3 triangular blue buttons.
Got some buttons.
An elaborate piece of alien-looking machinery.
Yeah, I enjoyed Andromeda, except for the last season. Last season was pretty crappy. But the rest of the series was pretty decent.
A large claw-like device hanging from the ceiling. A row of unmarked cylindrical containers.
Yeah, I think it's kind of separate since the Andromeda got sucked into some black hole and ended up going into the future. So it's kind of like a side sort of thing. that actually never went anywhere.
These cylinders have fallen down from the rest.
Alright. Yeah, first two seasons were really, really well done, I thought. I guess we use the science tricorder in here to find out what these things are.
The control panel has power running to it, Captain. A weapons delivery system. It appears to be an accessory tied directly to the alien equivalent of our ship's phasers and photon torpedoes. It seems to be part of the loading system for the weapon. It is also fully functional. Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay, let's check this out.
Unique, Captain. I believe these are self-referencing packed quantum cartridges.
So I'm assuming we need to load these up.
Power boosters. Oh, I've read about those, but they're just theoretical.
Evidently, these are more than theoretical, Lieutenant Bugert. The energy initially released is infinitesimally small, but boosts itself until the power finally released is comparable to our photon torpedoes.
The technical journals discussing the possibilities indicated it would create a weapon of greater range than those we have now, if not a greater punch.
The machinery to deliver these cartridges would be an engineering feat as well, Captain.
Okay. Probably have to press some buttons. I guess we'll have Spark. Press some buttons here.
The device has finished loading, Captain.
Nice. Alright. Yeah, so we're on a Dalek spaceship. So we were attacked by pirates. Then we have to help this mud guy. Well, not help, but we are forced to help this mud guy, protect him from the pirates. So while we're here, we'll investigate the ship to see why Mud likes the ship so much. Alright, so we loaded that up. So that just puts it back.
The device has been unloaded, Captain.
Alright, load it back in. I'm mad that we wanted to load this for some reason or other.
The device has finished loading, Captain.
In this game, no. So, well, I guess we could be evil in this game. We could give evil responses. Well, really, not going to change the outcome. Other than you're going to get less points if you are not professional. And the less points that you have, I think the less maneuverable your enterprise is. So the fights would actually be harder. So there's really no benefit to being evil in this game. So the blue ones load, the orange ones unload. So let's see what the pink button does.
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through the main weapons battery. However, I've already examined the weapons console, and the main weapons battery on this ship was completely destroyed in the action, which made her a derelict. Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly, but I would recommend we try to take this weapon with us to the Enterprise.
I don't think we should tinker with technology we don't understand, Spock, and I'm surprised you'd suggest such a thing. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise.
Probably gonna do option 2.
I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise. I don't think we should tinker. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise.
Let's do option 2. Otherwise, I think we might have a mission here.
I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
What happened?
I believe, Captain, that this weapon must be hooked up through... However, I've already examined... Mr. Scott would have to go over this thoroughly.
I don't think we should tinker with technology. I agree that we should take it aboard the Enterprise. I'll try to raise the ship. Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Okay, so I see what happened. So we can't actually communicate here. Okay. So we have a communication problem here, which is going to be a problem here. That is going to be a problem. So is it? I think there's 2 doors here. Let's just go to this north door here.
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain.
Let's walk. Don't think there's anything else in that room. Oh joy, we have this thing.
Small containers of oddly colored liquids. You look but see nothing of note. Padded inclines resembling a bed.
So we have orange and we have green buttons here.
Padded inclines resembling a bed.
Alright, so... I don't know, let's have Spock press this orange button, I guess.
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain.
We can hit that?
I fail to see the logic in that action, Captain.
Jim, these look like the capsules we might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend experimenting with them, though. Alien physiology or not, you can never be sure what unusual chemicals will do to the human body.
Alright, so maybe we need to use the medical thing.
It would be interesting to analyze them back aboard the Enterprise, but these are probably vaccines, medicines, and research viruses.
Do they pose any threat to us, Doctor?
None seems likely to have any effect on human or Vulcan physiology. To be on the safe side, though, I wouldn't recommend taking a snootful from one of the capsules.
Alright. Maybe we can take one of these things?
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
You fail to obtain anything.
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
Oh, I don't think we can do anything here.
This is no time for a nap.
Why not? Nap time is always a good time.
This is no time for a nap.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Let's try to go to the other door. There doesn't seem to be like anything we can do in here. Oh. This room has way too many buttons in it. Way too many buttons. this out too. Oh man, there's all kinds of rooms in this thing. So we can't actually go through here, so that's not an actual door. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go back to the big room with all the buttons in it. Let's take a look.
You see a plain gray screen. You look but see nothing of note. You see a plain gray...
Yeah.
A control console from which operators run the ship. A control console from which operators run the ship. A control console from which...
Right, so let's use the science tricorder on it. See what we get going on here.
Evidently the aliens' bridge, their centralized control. A closer look may provide more information.
Okay, thank you for the host, Ambrosine. Very much appreciated. What did that say?
Evidently the aliens' bridge, their centralized control. A closer look may provide more information.
This appears to be some sort of engineering instrument. A control console from which operators run the ship. A control console from which operators run the ship.
What about this? This is nothing.
You look but see nothing of note.
Okay. What do we got here? Oh, there's somebody here.
Why, Captain!
Oh, look who we found.
Jim, that doesn't look good at all. Harry, let me take a look at you and check whether that had some deleterious effect.
No, you're all space aliens. You're little gray men from inside the hollow earth. You want to experiment on my body parts. Stay away from me!
Deleterious effects. I guess I don't even need my tricorder to know that.
You'll mind control me, kidnap my children, dissect my dog.
If we can get him on one of the beds and get it active, I think he can be cured. Otherwise, he's likely to become increasingly violent.
Stay away from me!
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Maybe medical kit on him?
I'm not fast enough to get him with a tranquilizer hypo, Jim.
Spock put the pinch on him.
All yours now, Dr. McCoy.
All right. Okay.
I need to understand more about the aliens before I can make this bed and its instrumentation function.
Okay. So I guess we will need to take one of these things here.
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
We need to learn about the aliens, huh?
Jim, these look like the capsules we might use in a hypo. I wouldn't recommend experimenting with them, though. Alien physiology or not, you can never be sure what unusual chemicals will do to the human body.
Yeah, that's done. I just used the Vulcan grip. I used the Vulcan grip on him. Oh, what Star Trek knows enough about the Vulcan grip. So let's look at him, I guess.
Arcourt Fenton Mudd. 3 of the most prominent psychologists in the galaxy became famous by publishing case studies in sociopathy about him.
So,
You look but see nothing of note.
maybe we can use the...
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Okay,
There's nothing there requiring...
I think we need to search out the rest of this place. We haven't been in this room yet. Let's see if we can find something of use here.
You look but see nothing of note. The sphere in the middle of this console appears to be some sort of control mechanism.
The data view screen is operational. The information selectors are controlled from the console platform.
Alright. So let's use the science thing on that.
This platform contains the control console for what appears to be the information center of the ship. The computer library, if you will. It appears functional, but incomprehensible without some better understanding of the aliens who built it.
Let's use the medical tricorder on it as well. We never know. We can find out about this.
Not my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Okay. Let's have good old Spark here. Use this thing. Whoops.
This seems to activate the ship's computer bank control node. I lack sufficient information to commence data retrieval, however. Simply put, without some understanding of the aliens' mindset, there is no place to start.
Oh boy. Everybody's talking about how I know more about the aliens. Do have a thing that looks like the same thing. This thing. Let's use this on that.
You can't seem to make this work.
Can't make it work.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You can't seem to make this work.
Huh. Okay. You might have to maybe turn it on first. Or something. Let's have good old Spark here.
This is clearly the control center for the ship, Captain. I cannot deduce much information, but I do observe 2 things.
Go on, Mr. Spock.
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside me.
This shouldn't be surprising. After all, there are 2 stations.
That may be, Doctor, but if you'll recall, all the Enterprise's different stations link into the same computer network bank, and...
What else can you determine at this stage, Mr. Spock?
These people have a fixation for the number 6, and even divisors and multiplicans thereof, 3s and 12s in particular. I believe this may be the necessary first clue to understanding the aliens.
Okay. What about this thing?
It is a multi-bit compact duver with its own Draktar traction unit and clamp kit.
Okay. Can you do anything with it?
It is a multi-bit compact duver with its own Dractar traction unit and clamp kit.
Maybe something we can take? Is that something we can take? Alright, we gotta do that thing here. What the hell is that thing?
A multi-purpose repair tool.
Alright, it's a multi-purpose. So maybe we could do something with the spear room now?
Nothing happens.
Are you doing this? Nope. Use this on this now. Are you gonna do something with
You
this?
can't seem to make this work.
No?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Alright, use the...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Let's talk to Spock.
This is a major archaeological find, Captain. I believe the galaxy may actually have cause to thank Harry Mudd.
You can't be serious, Spock.
It would be nice to think that after all the stunts that Harry has pulled, that he would do something right for a change.
This equipment's way out of my league, Jim.
Yeah, equipment is way out of my league too. So we need to figure out what we need to do here. Let's see, nothing else. There's another room over here, maybe. Alright, this takes us back here again. Let's head south, see if there's anything new. I thought he was in the, on the bed. Let's maybe talk to him.
Kirk, my friend! When have I ever given you the slightest bit of trouble?
There was the time that you tried to commandeer the Enterprise to sell Wive to miners. And then there was the time you stole the Enterprise to exchange us for androids, who were holding you prisoner.
Perhaps there have been a few minor misunderstandings.
Yeah, just minor misunderstandings.
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Oh, man. Okay, get that. Maybe we can use the...
Nothing happens.
Okay. Looky, Harry could be at two places at once. So I can't do anything here, I don't think. Not yet.
We won't be able to operate any of this equipment unless we can learn more about the aliens, Jim.
Mr. Spock, come take a look at this. This is evidently the main bridge. What do you make of it?
This station definitely is configured differently from the one beside.
Let's talk to Spock here.
We've done quite well so far, Captain.
In spite of Harry Mudd.
Speak of the devil. Where is that little angel?
This may have been their bridge, but this sure doesn't look like the Enterprise.
Boldly go where no man has gone before. We are here, Jim.
Okay. Let's see, maybe have Spock look at this thing again.
This seems to activate the ship's computer bank control node. Given the aliens' predilection for multiples of 3, it may be possible to use our tricorders to decipher the information carried in these data banks.
Okay.
That would be quite a find, Jim. This is an alien race unknown to us, and they are certain to have knowledge new to us.
Were the universal translator available, this would be simple.
With the Enterprise out of range, that's not an option, Mr. Spock. What else can you do?
Well, I got a different answer here this time.
I believe if Dr. McCoy and I conjoin our 2 tricorders, we may be able to process enough sample data to get a basic understanding of the aliens' computer system. This will completely tie up both our tricorders for an extended amount of time, however.
Alright, so if we use the tricorders on it again.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Maybe combine them like I said. No. Huh.
Both our tricorders are now working on basic processing of
see.
the aliens' computer data system. The tricorders are not the equal of the universal translator, but we should be able to retrieve basic information and get an insight into their culture and life systems. I don't believe we could have gotten even this far had we not deduced their fixation on base 6 mathematics and aesthetics.
Okay, basics. Alright, put that down. Basics mathematics.
The tricorders are again available for general use. The alien ship's computer data is now accessible from the ship's library. I believe I have downloaded enough information to our tricorders to enable operation of most of the ship's controls, Captain.
Okay. So let's use this thing.
This platform contains the control console for the ship's
Body control, so use this small thing here.
You download major portions of the alien library onto the yellow spheroid.
Alright. Alright, now let's look at this.
Shiny dodecagons as long as one's hand, highly reflective, shimmering with the prismatic rainbow look of oil on water. A multi-purpose repair tool.
Alright, let's use this on this.
You download major portions of...
Well, how do you view it?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Should this way, I guess. So back here. Is there any other place where we haven't been? Can you go down south here at all, or is this a dead end? Oh, there's another place here. Oh, more buttons. More buttons. We got here.
Tall, transparent columns run through the ceiling. Energy crackles in between the dodecahedrons inside them. You look but see nothing of note.
So these buttons are not accessible.
A Saber ship emergency life support generator, generally used for temporary life support during evacuation of small damaged ships.
Goody.
Evidently, Mr. Mudd was unwilling to pay the price for a reliable salvage model.
Indeed, he was not. Let's use the tricorder.
An unusual matter-antimatter engine, reminiscent of the designs created by the Hoopoon of Segamus 4.
Okay. Nothing else is... What about this thing?
This seems to be a crane of some sort, Captain. Currently, no power is running to it. As one would expect, Mr. Mudd has sealed the hatch with his personal code. We cannot enter his ship, Captain.
Huh?
I suspect that's a blessing in disguise, Mr. Spock.
We don't need to go into a ship.
This Save-A-Ship life support generator has seen a great deal of use. It was never a reliable model, being prone to break down without warning. It is, however, properly connected, with warning alarms for temperature, atmosphere, and radiation.
Maybe we gotta use our multi-purpose tool here on that thing before it blows up.
This life support generator is an unreliable model at the best of times. Tinkering with it is a gamble with your life.
Alright, so I guess we don't really need to do anything with that. Maybe we could blow it up instead.
This life support generator is an unreliable... There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Okay. So we really can't do anything here.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
This life support generator...
Okay, so let's, I guess we'll head back to sick bay.
Kirk, my friend!
There was...
Perhaps the...
Don't push your luck, Harry.
Hopefully they didn't break the game here by having him appear in two places at once. Oh, we gotta take us now? Okay, we got the vow. Let's use the science talk order on it. What is this stuff? The science.
This room closely resembles the Enterprise.
Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what this stuff is. Let's use this here.
The capsules slide into the machinery on the bed exactly as they're designed to.
Okay.
I'm telling the program, our physiology is not the same as the aliens' physiology. Don't want it to try to cure us of being human.
That would be too much to hope for, would it not, Doctor?
particularly when we're talking about Harry Mudd.
Okay. Now we can potentially heal him.
Okay, Harry, you should start to feel better in a few minutes. Just lie there quietly until you feel like moving.
Alright. Yeah, this mission isn't too bad. At least not yet.
Oh, give me something for this headache, Doc. A herd of Hamadi tree elephants landed behind my eyeballs and did a mating dance.
Let's talk to him, maybe? Let's look at him.
Harcourt Fenton Mudd, 3 of the most prominent.
Alright, let's times tricorder on him.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Yeah, let's science on him.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Let's head back south again and see if no, not that way. How do we get out of here? Go back to where it came. I guess we can't go back to where we came. Alright, let's go out this door again. Take the long way. So we haven't done anything with that one room yet.
My Captain, I see you got this machine to work. I tried to get it up and running for the longest time.
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
Yeah.
Get away from that this instant, Harry, or I'll shoot you where you stand.
I would love to do that option.
Help yourself, Harry. Knowledge is for everyone.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this.
Why, Kirk, I didn't think you had it in you. Thank you.
Alright. Okay. So talk to him? No. Alright, let's head back south to that room where we haven't done anything in yet. See if we get Harry to respawn there or something. Looky, he's here too. Imagine that, he's in 2 places at once.
Captain, you wouldn't have seen my multi-purpose duver anywhere? I need to, fix something.
Okay.
No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find your lost marbles. Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it. No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find your lost marbles.
Which option? None of these are good. None of these are good.
Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it. No, Harry, but I figure it's probably where you'll find your lost marbles. Yes, I've got it, but you can't have it.
Oh, we do option 2 here.
You really can be a headache, Captain. Maybe I could find a spare somewhere else. Good luck. Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, the machine's starting to go. Let's go and use this on it.
That was a close one. Too close. If I ever get my hands on that no good mud, I'll...
I would not suggest we take the time to seek him. This emergency could occur again. I would suggest we hasten our departure.
Was there a problem?
Mud, I ought to...
Sorry, no time to chat. I'm a busy man, you know.
Oh, of course. You're just a busy man. Probably have to do something in the
Nothing happens.
probably have to do something in the control room. But you haven't done anything solved any puzzles in that room. Oh, looky, there's Harry. Multiple places at once. Into the control room.
I think this is the secondary station.
So maybe you can spark use it, maybe? Oh, we can
This
see
is
the
the
chair.
secondary station. With the limited understanding we now have of the library computer data, these controls can now be activated. Available are sensors, navigation, engineering, done. Sensors,
I treat sensors, get an idea how to do this.
the Enterprise is in combat with a number of Elassie pirate ships half a parsec toward the neutron star sector. I read debris identifiable with the pirates, but they continue to harass the Enterprise. Sensors, navigation.
Okay.
The computer reports this ship is incapable of navigating anywhere at all without major repairs. We are definitely dead in space until the Enterprise returns, Captain.
Alright.
Sensors, engineering. The engine pods are damaged, but still generating power, Captain.
Alright, there's power in the engine.
Sensors, and done.
I think I might want to make a save here.
Save new game. Replace, delete, cancel. Save, replace, preview, delete, cancel. Save new game.
Alright, this will be save 3. Oh, could we use this chair? Anything happen here?
Thanks to the library computer data, limited though it is, these primary controls give me access to
Communications. View screen.
done.
Alright,
View screen.
let's look at the view screen before we do communication.
I guess the universe looks about like it did the last time we saw it.
Well, that's good to see. That's good to hear.
Communications. View screen. Communications.
Alright, let's do communication.
Scotty, report.
The Elassie pirates have been driven off, Captain. We have damage and injuries among the crew. We just arrived back here a few minutes ago, and we've been trying to raise you on the communicators.
The local star seems to be acting up. Will there be a problem with the transporter? I want you to beam up the landing party, and I also want you to lock onto and beam aboard an alien mechanism we came across.
We can do it, Captain, no problem. At least right now, but the situation is only going to get worse. Are you ready to beam over now?
No, we want to look around some more. We'll call you on this channel when we're ready. Yes, bring us home, Mr. Scott. No, I need to have a word with Harry Mudd before we go.
So we really need to talk to Harry Mudd. Let's see if we're gonna talk to Harry Mudd here first.
Captain Kirk, I was hoping to see you I'm leaving soon and wanted to say thanks for the escort. Ta-ta! And I hope we never have to cross paths again, Captain.
Oh, you don't like me much?
Don't rush off, Harry. There's still a few things we need to discuss. In such a hurry? And Stella said she was dropping everything to meet you here.
Yeah. This just seems like the option we want.
Don't rush off, Harry. There's in such a hurry? And Stella said she was dropping everything to meet you here.
You're kidding. Are you kidding, Captain?
Just like you were kidding about this ship registered as a worthless derelict. You're going to change that, aren't you? Matter of fact, I think it would be just the thing for you to turn it over lock, stock, and barrel to the Corniforius University.
What? Where's the profit in that, Captain?
Did you know Stella's still looking for you? What's it worth to you for me not to tell her where to find you, Harry?
Consider it done. You have my word, Captain. Now I'm going to pick up just a few things, insignificant things, really. Then I'll be gone. Farewell, Captain. May your path be always trouble-free until we meet again.
I don't want to meet you again.
When we meet, Harry, it always means trouble.
Alright, looks like we completed that mission.
We have read your report on the problems at Harapan and evaluate your performance at 96%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points.
Wow, 96%. I will take that. Not sure what I did wrong, but take that.
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Of course.
I wired in that alien contraption to the torpedo system. It should boost the ship's firepower, Captain.
Oh, so we have torpedoes going to do more damage.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. I only wish you could wire Harry Mudd to a photon torpedo.
I agree. It'd be fun to watch him ride a torpedo, or a photon torpedo.
While you were away, Captain, I made some travel arrangements that I thought you would approve of.
Travel arrangements?
I think you'll be happy to know that I've arranged for Stella Mudd to meet her long-lost husband on Starbase 7, sir.
Approved, Lieutenant. Take us out of here, Mr. Saru.
Alright.
Feathered Serpent.
Captain's log, stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military activity in the Klingon sector near Krakoor, a planet on the edge of Klingon space. Intelligence indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who is responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail leading to the planet Zam-4 in the Digifal system. We've been ordered by Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discover what happened on Krakoor before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation and the Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
Alright, so, Zam-4 is the planet in the Dingafell system. D-I and DFG. Oh. So what happened to Alright, this calls for a save.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Save this first. And the nav mag, get the nav, I can find my map, get my map back out here. Digafall, alright, that is going to be alright, It's gonna be over there. I believe this is gonna be the right one here.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Oh boy.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
Must leave immediately.
I am Commander Taraz of the Nizla. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system. For your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once.
Okay.
You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me.
Option 2 is more professional. We'll take that option. The third option?
Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now. I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister.
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action, provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
12 hours?
Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately. Agreed.
We'll be nice to him and we'll agree. Alright, so we need to orbit the planet.
Entering standard orbit.
Alright, maybe we'll talk to Spock here.
I have pinpointed the source of the energy trail from Huakur.
Okay. Oh, time to beam us down, Scotty.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
Okay. Let's talk to him.
Greetings, my children. I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
Indeed, I have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What did you do to get the Klingons so upset? We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you?
That sounds to be the best response here.
The Klingons? Amazing. This is the first time one of my missions has produced results so swiftly.
Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space fully jeopardize the peace.
What?
Damn right the results were swift. The Klingons have been raiding colonies looking for you. Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space fully jeopardize the peace.
Alright, that's oftentimes more professional.
Jeopardize the peace? Hardly. Peace is what I preach. I am Quetzalcoatl, as you well know from the proud history of your world.
Quetzalcoatl? How fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Mm-hmm.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts. Ha! You mean your followers loved pieces? They slaughtered other believers hoping you'd return. Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts.
Yeah, I think right now if we're talking to choose here, we'll choose the first one here.
Impossible. You must be lying.
Oh, but I lie? I would never lie.
And then your followers were destroyed, because when white men arrived on that continent, they were believed to be you in your promised return. Your people perverted your teachings, then were destroyed by it.
Foul, lying creatures! My gift was wasted upon you! Be gone!
Oh, we got teleported.
Clearly are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, that's always funny. They always heard about Earth mythology, even though they are millions or thousands of light years away. Yeah, this guy's a nut job. This guy's definitely a nut job. I guess it's time to use the science tricorder here.
I'm picking up residual energy readings from the area where the alien's projection was. This vine is not likely to support our weight by itself, Captain. You would have to find some way to reinforce it.
No, actually we have to reinforce the, You got a snake?
It looks like a Zamphorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to humans.
A non-dangerous human here. What else we have here?
Nothing to report, Captain. A pile of small igneous rocks, Captain.
Alright, so there's rocks, so we could probably take one of those. What about this light?
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
A little bit something in there. Let's talk to everybody, see what everybody thinks about this place.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
Do I look like Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
No enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
Indeed it would be. Indeed it would be. Let's see here.
There is a tiny hole in the wall at this point. Certainly no human could crawl through here.
So many little pixels there. Can't look at the snake.
This particular snake doesn't seem to like your company and moves whenever you get near it.
So we're probably gonna need the rocks and either destroy the hole here maybe. Will be my guess.
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
Bash the rock on the hole maybe? Or bash the snake with the rock. Let's try bashing the hole. Alright, and then pick up the snake. Since it's not a dangerous snake. Oh, look, we have a rock and we have a snake. There's a snake on the vine.
Nothing happens.
There's a rock on the vine.
Nothing happens.
There's a rock on this.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Do we need to use the rock on this thing?
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Indeed.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right. We're on our way.
Alright, we're out of this place.
Nothing happens.
Well, we only have a couple items. It's pretty easy to find out what we need to do. Okay, that's the easy part. Now what? Guess we go ahead and this way since we got off the vine this way. Oh, it's a jungle out there. So let's make a save.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Oh, what? Let's take a look at this place.
Trees to the left of you. Trees to the right of you. Into the valley of trees raced the landing party. Trees to the left of you.
There don't appear to be anything here.
This great tree has been in this jungle for centuries.
Alright. If we use the science tricorder here.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Okay, I don't think there's anything here. What about these things?
Trees to the left of you. Trees to the...
Nothing here. This is like, there's a pathway, I guess. There's nothing really here. Let's keep going west, I guess.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Let's examine him.
Towering over your security officer, holding a great spear in his huge hand, the great warrior Tolokzak will let no one pass him.
Imagine the time that they got our phasers when our dude will get killed.
Primitive lights illuminate this savage scene.
Let's try digging our phasers out.
Still inoperative, Captain.
Oh, can't use our phasers? Oh no, all we got out is a snake. Go about walk. I'm about to walk again. Since he liked it the first time.
Tolokzak falls to the ground unconscious.
He dropped a knife, Jim.
Hey, that's one way to do it.
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
Okay. I'm surprised he didn't gut me though. I think we're done here. We've got a knife. We can continue on. Oh, what we got here?
Below this rock is a large growth of mushrooms.
Mmm, mushrooms.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
Alright, maybe we do some science on it.
Tralzakian mushrooms. Their spores are highly toxic and are released if they are disturbed.
Okay,
I would strongly recommend against touching these, Jim. They're highly toxic.
so maybe we can throw a rock if somebody comes after us.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
A large fern fans the pathway.
Alright, since there's a fern here, maybe we can cut a piece off.
Nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
Nothing happens.
Maybe we can just grab it, pull its roots out.
You fail to obtain anything.
Nothing with the vine. Oh, can we go south, I guess? Use the rock. The rock has been a good weapon so far.
Nothing happens.
Let's just look at this thing.
A pair of eyes are all that you can see of the rest of this creature. Most of it is hidden beneath the murky water.
Maybe use the snake on it.
Nothing happens.
Use the tricorder.
The tricorder registers a life form, a large marine creature lurking just below the surface of the water.
Okay.
It's some kind of squid, and it doesn't look very friendly. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
What we got here? Something right up.
This plant has a rather thick stem and prickly leaves.
Alright, maybe we can grab this.
The plant is tough. You will need something sharp to cut it.
Oh, we have just the tool for that. Alright, we have that. Not sure what I'm gonna do with this phone.
This large fern has a rather thick stem and prickly leaves.
Okay. Can we use it on the creature?
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
Alright, that works. It's pretty straightforward, I guess. Continue west, I guess. Oh, in a cave, there's a bunch of glittering things here.
They appear to be ordinary rocks. Spock's tricorder might say otherwise. It is a large cluster of crystals. Stalagmites rise from the floor of the cave.
Alright, let's use our tricorder here.
Fascinating. These rocks are limestone, but contain an unusually high content of heavy metals. There are dilithium crystals here, but in a very raw form.
Ooh, got the lithium crystals. Alright. So I guess we can use a knife on it, I guess.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
Yay, I guess. Oh, let's make a save.
Save
This place
new game.
is a little scary.
Replace previous game. Delete previous. Cancel. Save new game.
Oh, we'll do save 3. Alright, and nothing else here.
I watched as you worked through the problems I set in your path. You are a valiant, intelligent species.
Indeed.
Please sit down. We have much to discuss.
Alright.
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive? Yes, I guess we do. Go on. I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive.
I want to use this option,
Maybe you
but
should
this
see
is
how
not the right
primitive
option.
you are. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. It would appear they did not completely understand my teachings.
Always go with my gut. Always go with my gut.
You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That they became ruthless savages?
The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives. The Federation... Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
Oh, you admit it.
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine?
Yeah.
With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances. Yes, why do you ask? With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances.
Let's do this one.
Then I shall ask to make use of your advances. At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Oh, he wants to be immortal.
Jim, I'll try, but the physiology is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war. Scotty, 5 to beam up.
Oh, what? I'm assuming his mission is not over yet.
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system.
Oh, poop. 3?
Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Oh, crap.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Blick Pinker of the Clearton. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakkor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakkor, where a court of Cleon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Oh, you're so mean to me.
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, if we left the red guy down there, yeah, that would be funny. What else we got here?
I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakkur would cause the deaths of the entire planet.
That sounds like the best option.
Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool. Admiral Vlick, I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakkur would cause the death.
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakkur.
That doesn't make any sense.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Rakkur?
Rakkur has been governed by my family for generations, but even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for the deaths, not Quetzalcoatl.
Okay, let's go with the most direct option, since this is the Klingons we're dealing with here.
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakkur would be alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
You are acting like a dictator.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlick.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakkur. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Okay. Politics.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Rakkur, Mr. Chekhov. Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakkur to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice.
Indeed. Indeed.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Hey there, Mac Apple. Welcome to this thing.
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth, so the trial may begin.
Alright. Okay, let's make a save here.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Let's replace save 3 here. Let's get some knowledge about this place here.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Alright. What's this lightning in the back?
Nothing of interest.
Okay. You can talk to him, I guess?
You will not speak unless the court requests it, Kirk.
I'm frightened, Captain. But if I am to die, then I shall die well.
I've got nothing to say to you, Jim.
Captain, I estimate the odds of this court acquitting Quetzalcoatl at 0.086%.
Not a lot of confidence. Not a lot of confidence.
One healthy adult Klingon male. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. He's still weak from the operation.
There's a chance. A very, very small chance, but a chance nonetheless.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
This is the famous seal of the Klingon Empire. Admiral Vlicht, commander of the Klingon flagship Clerta. Admiral Vlicht, commander of...
Oh, so this is
You
nothing.
look but see nothing of note.
I have something with this. You gotta do something with that. I don't know what.
This city was destroyed by heavy bombardment and intense doses of neutrino rays that killed all known forms of life on this planet.
So you have to select the right spot in order to get that. So it's on tricorders to tell us more about that.
Low-level radiation within safety limits, but you wouldn't want to spend more than a few days here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest.
Okay.
Nothing to report, Captain.
This is highlighted, but we can't do anything with it. Interesting. Interesting. Am I missing anything else in this room?
This bench is marked with the symbol of the Klingon Court of High Justice. The two triangles of words and blood linked together.
Yeah, it's kind of cool how Spock looks. I'm not sure what to do here. Can't talk to the guy. What else we have? We can phaser. This is the only object we have access to, so let's give us a shot.
Captain, may I remind you that we are deep in Klingon space. If we attack them here, they may respond by destroying the Enterprise.
Don't be a fool, Jim. We can't risk the Enterprise. We've already signed one person's death warrant.
Maybe we have to walk? Or can we go anywhere else? No.
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you. Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind. There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you. There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, stirring dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in High Court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial. Then this trial is a mockery for the entire galaxy to see. Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl.
Actually, just option. Option 3.
Then this... I'm a warrior.
Let's do number 1.
I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I won't insult you however I like.
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
I want your word of honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Oh, more tests.
Very well. You have my word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
Okay.
What is this place?
Oh, great.
Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Vlicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlicht's attack on Rakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great.
We will figure a way out of it. Always do. Always do.
These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed.
Oh, let's have a light.
A field of static lightning. It seems to be moving in a purposeful manner. You look but see nothing of note. A slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism.
Yep.
A slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism. The floor is incomplete, made of unrefined natural rock.
Looks like there's cracks in it. Oh, let's use the sonic tricorder here.
These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed. This rock has a high iron content.
High iron, which means that it'll be pretty hard to destroy it.
Nothing to report, Captain. This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
Oh, I need some metal.
This rock has a high iron content.
Oh, iron is a metal. Maybe phasers? Get the iron.
Melt some of the rock.
That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
Let's look at this.
The melted rock is cooling, but still remains in a molten state.
Alright, I know we can probably grab a piece of wood. I don't know, maybe use the wood on the molten rock? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but...
You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly.
Oh, you do that would actually happen. I think the piece of wood will actually catch on fire. It would be useless. Alright, so let's use this on the electricity.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
I bet it'll be mad.
I bet it would be too. Let's see what we got here.
You look but see nothing of note. A slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism.
Alright, let's use the tricorder on this.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Scan it then.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism. An entry coder for the door, keyed to...
Produce Spock.
We do not know the code, Captain.
Exists on this?
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
No. Don't know the code.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
A slightly antiquated Klingon. A slightly antiquated. One Starfleet regulation.
That's maybe stun. Use the stun on us.
Jim, are you mad? That's our only way out.
No, why not?
Jim, you should relax a little more.
She's a little nervous here. Just a little nervous here. Let's see. Let's talk. See if we got any new information.
Captain, I have calculated the odds of surviving this at...
Shut up, Spock. How could you do it, Jim? I spent hours trying to save his life, and you just gave him away in seconds to the Klingons.
Of course I did. Of course. Oh, hello there, Baptimize. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day here.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
That's on Steam. It's also, this game's also on GOG as well. Really don't have much in the way of options here. So we have this. We can communicate.
Captain, there is a force field between us and the planet. We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Hakor, and what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
That sounds like a plan.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Yeah, let's examine and see what else is going on here.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer is unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative.
Yeah, just do that.
Good luck, Captain.
So I guess we'll have Spock do this.
What is this place?
Oh dear, what is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
Yeah, Steam wallet thing, yeah. see. This is gonna be a puzzle here.
Openings on the platform. Place something in these holes.
Alright, we can do that.
A strange yellow light.
Alright, what are these things?
This large gem appears to be an emerald of unusual size. This is obviously artificial.
Alright, yeah, artificial. Okay. So, let's examine these with the science tricorder here.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it.
Probably activated by putting these things in these holes. Just in case I can dead end myself here, let's make a save.
Game. Replace, delete, cancel. Replace previous game.
Let's save here. Let's start with something easy, like taking green. Green sounds like a good color. So let's take 3 of these, right? And let's take the green one. Let's see what happens if we put all 3 green ones in here. Why I choose green? Because green is my favorite color. So not sure what's gonna happen here, but we'll certainly figure this out.
Nothing happens.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals.
That would be definitely a cool storyline to see, Talking Jay. Definitely be a cool storyline to see.
Integrator now active.
Alright, so we have the light of knowledge. Okay. Sounds like the right one. We think we chose the right one.
A strange yellow light.
Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it.
How would we interface with this? Maybe phaser it?
Your phaser is not working.
Alright, phaser is not working. We get to walk to it maybe?
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Okay.
Kirk! This is your doing!
Well, I just stumbled upon this.
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, eh, Vlicht? Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve.
Oh, these options are great. These options are great.
If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you. Hoist on your own.
Oh, let's do option
If
3.
I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you.
Agreed.
Okay.
A life for a life is a just bargain, but his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
Alright, so we got the Klingons issue settled here.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
Yummy. Cannibalism. Fresh meat. Oh, I think we got that resolved peacefully.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
Oh, no battle here. No battles.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
Indeed.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance at 90%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points.
Nice. Nice.
The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Alright, indeed.
That old devil Moon.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
Okay.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
What system is this for? This is gonna be for Alpha Proxima. Okay.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
Alright, so Psi might be something we need to look up on the computer. God of War. Okay.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Now too, Earth did have a god of war during the Roman times and Greece.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Soths and Lucres. In that war, the planet was razed, and all the gods died except Psi. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
You probably want to look up the Soaps. And the Lucas.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Alright, time to make a save here.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
So, let's go save it first. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And we will finish off the last 2 missions tomorrow night. So we'll be streaming this probably starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll also be streaming some more Divinity Original Sin 2 tomorrow afternoon starting at 1 p.m. So we should get closer to the end on that, but still have a few more streams after that. So if you're not already, please do feel free to follow me here on Twitch and Twitter and Discord and all that. So yeah, let's go and see who we have available here for our raid tonight. Let's see. Let us. So, Dr. DCCS is playing Judgment Rights, Star Trek Judgment Rights, so go from one Star Trek adventure game to another. So let's go and you'll go and check him out. So, thanks again everyone for coming, and stay safe, and I'll catch you guys all again tomorrow.
Yes, quit the game.
We have an emergency call from the science vessel Demeter. She's in orbit around Balcos 3.
On screen.
Captain Kirk, good to see you're in the area.
You have an emergency, Commander Gelman?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe more of a case of better safe than sorry. We're orbiting Balcos 3 to study the Balcosi, a race of people just entering their own Stone Age. We've only been here 2 days. Already, we've found some unusual data. But just a few minutes ago, during the deep geologic probing phase, we were suddenly scanned.
Scanned? I thought the Balcosi were just developing.
They are, Captain. And there haven't been any indications of old civilizations until now. The scan was also of extreme power. Following that, we detected a power source coming online. We'll send the coordinates along with all the other information we've gathered. I was a little concerned that we triggered an old defense mechanism. With the amount of information it pulled into the scan,
thank you so much for the raid, hercxena. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. CDCS, and I'm currently playing through Star Trek Judgment Rates. I didn't say anything because I just wanted the voice section to be over with. But hey there, sorry if I'm about to butcher your username. Tyken Gia, good to see you, and Ambrosian and Hunter, good to see you all. Right, so you just missed me completing the previous mission, our first mission, and I was just gonna say, I mean, it feels like it was a little incomplete, especially with the guy at the, like, maybe I missed something with the shuttle bay, the dude, the base commander, and the other security chief, whatever his name was. But it definitely feels like I didn't accomplish everything else I should have done. I also felt like the Journal of Burdell, I mean, what was I supposed to do with it? I don't know. Either way, we got a positive result, and that's going good. Now let's talk to Spock, because I kind of...
I advise referring to the star map and setting the course for Balkos 3, Captain.
Alright, let's first look up the computer in Balkos.
Balkos 3, a planet inhabited by a humanoid race just entering the Stone Age. The Federation science vessel Demeter is currently conducting studies of the planet. Balkosi, a humanoid race just entering the Stone Age level of development. The Balkosi inhabit the planet Balkos 3. Preliminary studies suggest that this race is relatively new to the planet and should not have reached this level of development in this short amount of time. Further studies are currently being conducted to explain this situation.
Okay. Oh, that's it?
Balkosi, Balkos 3.
Alright, let's look at the Demeter.
USS Demeter, a Federation science vessel named after the Greek goddess of agriculture. It is currently under the command of Commander John Gelman and is assigned to scientific research at Balkos 3.
Okay, look at Gelman.
John Gelman, Starfleet rank commander, current assignment acting captain of the USS Demeter science vessel, currently assigned to research at Balkos 3.
Alright. We don't need that. Let's look up the map. Balkos. Balkos 3. Let's see, would be 19 on the map, which is that one. Alright. That should be it. Checking computer just in case now. Smart. Yes. After base 3 and base 4 garbage time. Yes. But also because I think you get points. I think. If you look them up on the computer. It's supposed to improve your score. The math disaster. Yes. Let's call it what it is. It's a disaster. But before I actually warp, let's save.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Okay. Now let's go. According to the star map, this should be where we need to go.
Approaching Balkos 3, Captain.
Alright. Orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
No communications from the planet, sir. Commander Gelman wishes us good luck.
I have the coordinates for the power source that Demeter detected.
Target analysis on.
Whoops.
Target analysis on.
Alright, let's beam down. Oh, wait. You're in 3 points. So... I think last time on the... What is it? The 25th anniversary, I think the maximum you could get was 4 points. So I guess 3 points is very good. Anyways, let's beam down.
Spock, come with me. Scotty, you have the con, Lieutenant. Ask Dr. McCoy to meet us in the transporter room.
Yes, Captain?
Again, no security officer. Wow. Why no red shirt this time?
What the devil was that? An attack?
While I cannot guarantee a lack of physical change, Doctor, we seem to be unharmed. I therefore conclude we have been scanned.
Captain, are you all right? Sensors detected a burst of power followed by some sort of powerful transmission.
According to Spock, we're in perfect health, Scotty.
According to Spock?
Never mind, Mr. Scott. Can you track the transmission to its destination?
I'll give it a try, Captain, but it's like nothing I've ever seen before.
It never is, Mr. Scott. It never is. Kirk out.
I guess you were right, Spock. Here I thought we were dead for a second.
Doctor, that would have made conversation quite difficult.
I was making a joke, Spock.
Were you, Doctor?
Gentlemen, I believe we have some business at hand.
We do indeed. Let's take a look at everyone.
Mr. Spock, a man of logic untainted by emotion. Dr. McCoy actually enjoys being part of an adventure. It gives him something to complain about. While alien in design, fairly obviously the control panel to the door. While this is obviously an alien structure, you're fairly certain this is a door.
Snarky narrator.
The intuitive Captain James T. Kirk looking forward to another adventure. An impressive-looking machine of alien manufacture.
Same description?
A large machine with lights cycling on its front side. A small stone, 8-pointed star suspended from the ceiling. Several cables snake out from the wall to a gathering point in the ceiling. This seems pointless. A relatively small machine full of electronics with a glass port on the front.
I cannot get an accurate reading, Captain, due to a force field. However, it appears to be a transmitter. It is an unknown piece of equipment inside an energy field. The energy field around this scanning device prevents a detailed examination.
Circuitry controlling the door.
Don't know why the narrator said that, not Spock, but okay.
This star is made from native minerals and shows a propensity to emit low-level light. It shows a high degree of machining, Captain.
What are those?
Gas plasma displays, Captain. Readings show that they have been activated recently.
Oh, this is very informative, but nowhere... Well, I could probably go through that door, even though the door closed. I assume. At any rate.
Gas plasma Readings indicate an organic compound is being pumped through that piping, Captain. Perhaps Dr. McCoy can elaborate.
There is an organic compound being pumped through those pipes, Jim. The readings I'm getting indicate some bacteria with another organic agent.
What if there was a rupture, Bones?
I couldn't tell you what sort of effects it might have on us if we were exposed to large quantities. I would need the lab on the Enterprise to tell you that.
So, let's get everyone's opinions.
This place looks like Spock's dream world, doesn't it, Jim?
In what way, Bones?
No decorations, no life, nothing but machinery. Not even a picture of his mother on the wall.
A picture of my mother here would be most surprising. However, if you are suggesting that construction was performed in an efficient manner, I would agree with your most logical conclusion.
Remind me to check my blood for green tinges when we get back to the ship, Jim.
Fascinating, Captain. I've never seen machinery of this type before.
You know, I've got the feeling this is bigger than it looks. And I don't mean just more space beyond this door.
Alright, nowhere we can walk here. Is this thing actually They say nothing to be found.
The mineral
Oh shoot.
compounds in the star are not native to the surrounding regions, which indicates that it has been imported.
How can you be sure, Spock?
It is extremely similar to synthetic corn blue sapphire.
Alright, Spock, can you try to use anything?
Fascinating. More of a force ball than what we normally call a force field. Quite simple, considering the appearance of the other machinery here. All that was needed was a power interrupt. The doors will only stay closed while power is on. Interesting.
Alright, well, I guess we solved our first puzzle. Let's head out of the room and see what's next. Maybe I should save.
Save new game. Cancel. Save. Replace. Print.
Oh God. Oh.
The soft glow of an energy field surrounds what looks to be a large computer console and display. Spock is feeling invigorated by these surroundings. Seeing nothing but machines, McCoy is feeling somewhat out of place. The captain feels a little uneasy for some reason.
I was examining that computer, Captain. Very interesting. The computer has an exceedingly large display screen. There are several conclusions.
What conclusions, Spock?
One, the individuals for whom this equipment was built have substandard vision. Two, the users have quite long arms or manipulative extremities and have to work a considerable distance away from the console and screen. Three, the large screen and lack of anything else in the room could mean it was expected that more than one individual would be viewing the display.
Machines. Machines everywhere, not a body to fix.
The energy field is blocking any tricorder readings of the machinery inside. Captain, this appears to be a distributive optic node.
If you say so, Mr. Spock.
Readings indicate an organic compound.
Same thing as before.
Nothing unusual about that.
Okay. And can I see what that is?
The light is provided by the surface of the...
Nothing unusual.
Okay. Can I use Spock on that?
The light is provided... The light is... The light is... The light is...
Maybe
light
not.
is...
Captain, I do not have the equipment necessary to activate the screen. A large view screen, Captain. No power is being fed to it at this time.
Alright, so I came from this room, correct? So... Guess we'll... we'll go to this room. Hey, what do you know? Something that doesn't have a force field.
A three-dimensional version of the X's from the floor hang from the ceiling. An energy field unlike... A recharging station.
A recharging station.
This device transforms its internal energy into useful quantities for other portable devices. The transfer takes place at the small outlet junction located near the center of the unit.
So what is that in English, you pointed-eared confusion factory?
In English, it remains exactly as I said. However, for those unskilled in the language, this is a battery charger.
For once, why can't you just come up with a simple
That's why it's good to like go through other dialogue sequences because you miss a lot, and yeah, it's really nice to hear.
An interesting place, Captain. There seems to be a reason for it beyond the obvious.
It's really nice to go through this and hear McCoy and Spock talk again.
I have to get the name of the interior decorator.
Is Spock on the charging station? I was gonna say the same thing.
Not much can be done with this recharging unit without the devices to receive power.
It took considerable power to form this room.
Readings indicate that this is connected to a rather sophisticated projection system. I cannot get more detailed data. An energy field is interfering with the tricorder.
Alright, I think there's nothing else for me to do here except go to the next room. What's over here? Whoa, stuff. A lot of stuff.
A small starburst pattern adorns the ceiling. It is a replica of the one on the floor. A large starburst pattern adorns the floor. It is a replica of the one on the ceiling. A small device for display controls. A component interface card. An optical bridge cable. McCoy feels somewhat annoyed and can't figure
Oh,
out why.
this is what's directly ahead of me. I thought that was a piece of material on the ground. That's actually McCoy's foot, because it's being obscured by this thing in front of us. Oh, okay.
This cube contains a significant amount of circuitry. Essentially, an on-off control device.
I guess I'm gonna have to build my own computer here.
The tricorder shows this to be a touch-sensitive display module. This is an interface card for a computer display. Optical interface cables. These could be used to connect myriad devices.
Okay.
Readings indicate advanced optical computer circuitry is contained within that box. It may be useful. An optically controlled switch meant to be used by remote operation. It may be useful with other devices in the complex. This unit is manufacturing miniature broadcast circuitry.
Same as that.
This unit is manufacturing electrochemical energy storage devices in an inert state.
In English, Spock?
That was English, Captain.
I think he means uncharged batteries, too.
Okay.
Readings here are...
This machine seems to be controlling the manufacturing units.
A high-pressure device for joining two objects. A high-pressure
Anything else?
A high-pressure...
Spock, what do you make of the screen?
This is a computer display module, Captain.
Spock, what kind of interface is this?
There's no need to,
For use between function control
no need to scan it, I guess.
Captain. It could be helpful to have.
No effect.
Spock, what do you make of these?
This appears to be a set of interface cables.
Alright.
Spock, any idea what this box is?
The cube contains control circuitry. I suggest we keep it.
Spock, is that a
Alright, can we take those uncharged batteries?
The bin contains small plastic discs, Captain. The plastic is essentially inert in this form. However, if placed under pressure, it will become a superconductor capable of storing significant energy compared to its size. It will break down over time. That is why it is commonly stored in this state.
Probably should hang on to a few, don't you think?
A logical choice.
Okay, what about this?
Captain, these items appear to be configured to produce a small energy field of some sort. They do not appear to be powered at this time.
Why don't you see what you can do with them, Spot?
That would seem to be a logical thing to do. I will take enough for all of us.
Okay, we went from almost nothing last mission to having a ton of stuff.
A small disc of plastic. A small gray badge.
Okay, well, let's talk to each of them again.
Every room appears to have a central theme. Whoever built this complex has a very compartmentalized mind.
I hate this place, Jim. Too many machines.
Of course you do. What's that?
This room shares.
I guess there's nothing unique about that. Use Spock on here.
Captain, there are no visible controls.
Okay. Use this inner thing here.
This is a very specialized pressure device, Captain. These batteries go into this side of the device to be combined under pressure with the item in the other hopper. The badges have been placed into the hopper. Since we know this is a high-pressure device, it would be logical to either use it or leave it alone.
What is that smell?
There is a chemical change due to the pressure. That is simply a small amount of outgassing by the plastic conductor. Captain, the badges and batteries are now joined.
Great. So there they are.
A small gray badge thickened by the presence of a plastic disc pressed into its structure.
Nothing unusual about...
Of course not. Alright, can I walk through here, or do I actually have to get Spock to open the door? Yeah, I do. Let's use...
Captain Kirk.
No, I don't think that's...
Whoops. Use that on this.
The badges change color.
I believe the units are now fully operational.
Hopefully these badges will help us with some of these force fields. We should each keep one of them with us while we're here.
Okay. I had no idea. I mean, it seemed logical. I just didn't know what they're used for. But that's great. What as we're walking near it now? Night.
You know, Spock, if you weren't here, I'd have to try to determine where that machine is.
Then it would seem to be most fortunate that I am here.
Jim, I do believe Spock was being sarcastic.
I think all this alien machinery has gotten him so excited he's become emotional.
Not likely, Captain.
Oh, I suppose not.
I do not see the logic in that action. Captain, I am unable to gain access.
Let's walk back to the room we were in before. No, let's walk up here. I wonder if... I should save.
Save
And by wonder, I mean I should save.
A small, thick card. It has an indicator showing that it has been charged recently.
Where does this lead us? Ah, back to the central corridor. Oh, so that door leads us. So here to the room there, then there and back here. Okay. It leaves this room then. Oh, whoa! This is gone now. Whoa! Let's first finish off the rooms then. Oh man, this... There are so many rooms. So many rooms.
A huge vat full of pheromone and food-producing bacteria. Spock is quite pleased. His emotional control hides the fact that he is considerably superior to the other two in every way. McCoy is getting tired of Spock's know-it-all attitudes, even as Spock does know everything. Captain Kirk feels angry at his crew for letting him down, and he's not sure why.
What is going on?
Most impressive pieces of technology.
This room gives me the willies, Jim.
Bones, Spock, no argument. I want to find out what's going on and find out now.
Okay. Where are you going?
Fascinating. This device siphons material from the other unit by way of the pipe overhead. It possesses the ability to move a substantial amount of material. Most interesting is that the material can be jettisoned up out of these caves into the ecosystem of the planet. It may be that the material in the vat is dangerous, and the builders wished to protect this complex from contamination.
But they didn't care about the planet, did they?
Apparently not the primary concern.
Tell that to the Balcos.
According to the studies from the Demeter, the Balcosi would not recognize speech.
I believe Bones was speaking figuratively, Spock.
There is presently no means by which to shut off this release. The unit is set to discharge, and the control switch has been removed.
Removed? Could it be the builders were not afraid the complex would be contaminated, but were instead afraid the ecosystem would be in trouble if the contents of the vat were not discharged?
Interesting hypothesis, Captain. Difficult to do more than speculate at this time.
A high-protein bacteria mixed with some sort of pheromone-style compound. I don't know what effects the pheromone would have on our physiology. I would need to take a sample back to the lab on the Enterprise to conduct a study.
An orb and disc configured device hangs from the ceiling. An orb and disc...
Captain, this is the life support control unit.
So what am I supposed to do with that? Oh boy.
I suppose I should have taken more electronics classes.
Oops. There's another door there.
Spock muses whether or not the medical facilities here will keep McCoy busy. McCoy feels bad about wondering if Mr. Spock's brain will come out easier the second time around. Kirk thinks a nap on the couch might do him some good.
Finally, something I can deal with.
Feeling better, Bones?
Balcosian. There are also traces of some designer cells. It looks like someone is playing a dangerous game with the Balcosian. Now this is more like it. Medical examination table. I'd know one of these even if it is made for an alien.
Okay.
Medical Diagnostic and Treatment Unit, set for alien physiology.
Captain, given the nature of the electronics inside, I can deduce that it is a synthesizer replicator unit. However, it is unlike anything used by the Federation. I am unable to determine its exact capabilities.
There's a computer state terminal here, but you can't do anything with it. Use.
Now this is more like it.
Okay, I guess not.
Although the equipment is alien, nothing This device appears to be of the same manufacturer as the others in this complex.
Whoa.
Looks like a Balcosian described by the data files from the Demeter.
The Balcosian system shows heightened stress and metabolic activities.
Captain, I will attempt to restrain the Balcosian when he stops to eat.
Okay. Guess we can't stun him.
Save nuke replace.
Okay.
Internal structure hidden by force field effects. The uncovered areas consist of a pair of unknown vents and a solid inclined drop chute.
I'm just a simple country.
Should I stun him or should I use Spock?
Captain, I will attempt to restrain the Balcosian when he stops to eat. The nerve bundle seemed quite thick. My assumption is that the Balcosian is unarmed, but will remain unconscious for a considerable time.
Alright. Why did I knock him out? I don't know why I did that.
This device appears to be of the same manufacturer as the...
Alright, I saw this thing puff out something.
Internal structure hidden by...
The Balcosian is unconscious but unhurt.
Did you just blast a caveman? No, I got Spock to nerve pinch him, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Take him?
Jim, I'd like to take him to the medical examination room next door. I want to know what that gas is doing to him.
Alright. So we're making some headway now. Yeah. Oh, I have to actually...
My God, look at these readings. Everything's elevated. Small wonder that the Balcosi are in turmoil. Every aggression-related hormone in this guy's body is working overtime.
What's causing it, Lord?
That little hiss of air was loaded with pheromones, Jim. The creature inhaled them and immediately went into overload.
This must happen at random intervals when they collect the food.
I hate to sound like Spock, but there's more, and it's pretty fascinating. Also horrifying. The pheromone is perfectly tuned to the Balcosian
weren't enough records showing the Balcosian presence on the planet? Could they have been put here on purpose?
It is possible we have stumbled in on an experiment, Captain.
With the subjects being treated like rats, it's criminal, Jim. These can be thinking beings.
I'm not certain it is the Balcosi that are the subjects, Bo. I think it is us.
Interesting hypothesis, Captain. What is your supporting data?
Yeah, what is
It's
it?
the way all of this is set up. I can't put my finger on it, but it just feels so set up. We keep finding out just enough to make
What's
choices.
going on?
The real question is who? Who's doing this to us?
And to what purpose, Captain? Why?
Why indeed, Spock? Why indeed?
I thought something was happening to Spock and Bones there for a second because of the pauses. I mean, not Spock, but Kirk has those pauses in his speech. But Bones is doing it too, so I thought, oh my god, is the gas affecting them? No, they're just doing their bits to take a look, just in case.
Reading slightly elevated.
Why the devil is this thing giving me these readings? I don't think there's anything to worry about. The pheromones don't match our body chemistry enough to do more than make us a little hostile. But who could tell in Spock's case?
Reading slightly elevated.
Why the devil is this thing? I don't think.
Okay, so...
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Oh, I meant to use the med kit.
No, I don't think...
This isn't a medical matter, Jim.
It's not?
Before I go wasting medkit supplies, I think I'll give you a quick checkup.
Reading slightly elevated.
Why the devil is this thing giving me these readings? I don't think there's anything to worry about. The pheromones don't match our body chemistry enough to do more than make us a little hostile. But who could tell in Spock's case?
Okay, so then what? Use...
Now this is more like it. I don't understand any of this, Jim.
What? You're a doctor. How can you not know what it
My
is?
God, look at these readings.
What's causing it?
That little hiss of
This must happen.
I hate to sound like Spock, but there's more, and it's pretty.
Didn't the Demeter report?
It is possible with the sub.
I'm not...
Interesting.
It's the way...
And
Why?
Alright, let's go to the next room. Oh, wait, no. What's this?
Jim, the cells contained in this unit are from a Balcosian and from that pheromone. This machine is synthesizing the toxin that's going to ruin these people.
Captain, given the nature of the electronics inside, I do not see the logic in that action. I do not see the logic. I do not see the logic in that action.
Oh no. Okay. I couldn't figure out how to get him away from that door. That's fine. Vulcan grip for the win. Vulcan grip gets us out of a lot of situations. A lot of potentially painful situations. Alright, I think... Can we walk out here? At any point.
That passageway narrows, I don't think we'd make it without getting stuck.
How the hell did the Balcosians get through that? He's not that smaller, shorter compared to us.
Save, new, replace previous.
Alright, Spock, open this door and see where it leads us. We're back here.
An orb and disc can... access into the planet's ecosystem.
Yeah, but I want to know. Okay. Well.
A discharge.
You know what? Let's just move on. Okay, here we are back at this place.
This console is non-operational, Captain. However, I do believe the repair would be a simple matter given the right materials. There are essentially no controls or displays available at this time. I fail to see.
So what, use these materials?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't.
This is a computer control panel, Captain. It appears to have some control over other parts of the compound. This console is non-operational, Captain. However, I do believe the repair would be a simple matter given the right materials. There are essentially no controls or displays available at this time.
Controls or displays? So display.
The computer is now functional. Fascinating. There's only a limited amount of control available on this console. I believe there are other functions it controls, but these functions cannot be accessed.
I'm not sure I understand, Spock.
Nor I, Captain. What purpose would be served by limiting access?
What purpose indeed? Bones, any ideas?
Why are you asking me? Is this some kind of pop quiz?
Two other things, Captain. There is a reference in the limited readout which leads me to believe there are other complexes on the planet somehow connected with this one. Location and function are not specified or available.
That's only one, Spock.
True, Captain. I was just waiting to see if you had any comments.
Not that I'd like to share at this moment, Mr. Spock, please.
There is one other repair that is possible. One device can be controlled from this console if its command circuit is replaced. I will not be able to determine what device that is until the replacement circuit is installed.
I think I might have that circuit.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Or maybe not.
No, I don't think. No, I don't. No, I don't think.
Just want to make sure.
No, I don't.
I can shut down the force field protecting the generator. Do you wish me to do so?
No, let's look around a bit more first. Yes, we'll finally be able to take a better look at it. No, let's look around a bit more first.
Well, yeah, let us take a look before we do that. Okay, now this place is accessible.
Powerful transmitter, unlike anything in Star Trek. It appears to be a detection device. Judging by the complexity of its circuitry, I would gather that it is quite sensitive.
sort of monitoring system only?
Quite possibly. Furthermore, the signal frequency is 0.00052 angstroms, and the transmissions are coded. Captain, unless someone was looking for this signal in particular, chances are it would be dismissed as background radiation, cosmic rays.
You learned all that by just playing with the console on a machine you've never seen before?
I am a science officer, Doctor, and a Vulcan. A sensor device, quite sensitive. This system detected the geological scan from the Demeter. Chances are good that it had already detected the Demeter's presence.
Then why not scan the Demeter immediately?
That would have certainly alerted the ship to the presence of this equipment. Whatever or whoever controls this waited until its detection had already occurred. As I assumed earlier, this is a scanning device. The architecture is quite interesting and quite elegant. Captain, whoever constructed this is probably more technologically advanced than we are.
And taller. Look at how high the console is.
Good observation, Bones.
Thank you, Jim.
But not necessarily correct. It is logical to assume they do work at a higher level, however.
Are you trying to say their hands come out of their heads, Spock?
I am not assuming they had hands, Doctor.
Okay. Right.
An impressive looking.
I guess I don't have to connect this or anything.
No, I don't think that. No, I don't.
Alright, but we've done that. Oh. Oh, wait, the door's now open. Oh, great. I don't need Spock to open it anymore. Excellent. Do I need the circuit board to be installed here? I can't remember.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
No.
I can shut down the force field.
No, let's look. Yes, we'll.
Captain, my attempt to turn off the force field has triggered some sort of computer activity. It is awaiting confirmation to bring a display up on the screen. Shall I confirm?
I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's wait. By all means, Spock. Curiosity. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I agree, Captain. Perhaps we should.
Yes, let's wait until I save.
New game. Replace.
Does it save 3? Or 4 anyways.
I can shut down the force.
No, let's look around. Yes.
Captain,
I don't know if that's a good idea. By all means.
That's comforting, Jim.
Oh no! No! What? What? What am I looking at?
It appears we have chosen correctly, Captain. The controls indicate that the force field
Okay.
has been brought.
What? What? I am so confused by what just happened. Alright, here's the thing that was shut down before.
A large computer sits in front of you. In some ways, it reminds you of a reduced version of the historic UNIVAC system.
Captain, this appears to be a mass storage device. The tricorder cannot tell what information it holds. Captain, there's a small display active
holograms.
This would be a major find for the Federation. Then I think that gathering that data would be a very good thing to do, Mr. Spock. Very well, Captain. Captain, the display indicates that the best view of the projection will be from the south side of the room. Well, gentlemen.
Anyone got popcorn?
Bones.
The hell? Uh-oh.
Impressive. Captain, I'm not responsible for that occurrence. However, I did discover that accessing the memory will not only trigger the shutdown of this unit, it will also send a signal to another device, most likely one somewhere in this complex. Damaging the unit will also initiate shutdown and signal transmission. There's no way around it? None, Captain.
What is this, some kind of idiotic test? Don't fool with that, Spock. You'll poison this planet and make these inhabitants permanently aggressive.
Doctor, you do not know for certain that whoever placed the Valkosi here did not intend for that to happen. The aggressiveness may be what they need to develop further. And the information in the archive is a reward for sending the Valkosi into the next stage of their development.
You just want to get your Vulcan fingers on that precious scientific information. More like 30 pieces of silver for condemning the Balkosi to the lives of violence. Jim, you can't let this unfeeling monster do this to the Balkosi.
Do you wish me to continue attempting to access the archive, Captain? Yes, Spock. That information could be critical to the Federation. Let's hold off until we get a little more information. Yes, Spock. Let's hold off.
Yeah, let's hold off. I mean, we got the whole rechargeable battery thing going on. So...
What the devil do I know about machines? Ask Spock.
I don't know, there's stuff in there that, like pheromones. How would... Man...
Oh, Deuce, X.
Send a release signal to the discharge unit, as will interruption of power to the food-producing unit. Any tampering will send the bacteria into the atmosphere. Captain, the controls are locked out. There is no way to change their settings. No, I don't think that...
Oh, he's gone. Huh. This has to be one of the more confusing missions I've done, including 25th anniversary. Okay, am I supposed to... What, stop him from releasing the aggressive pheromones into the Balkosi? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Computer, are you on? Maybe I'm not the man.
Okay. Spock.
Captain, the remaining force field is already done.
Alright, so I've already, I guess, done this part. There's this.
like I always say, the games that I've got down in that list, it's not like I wouldn't play. It's not like I wouldn't play any of them again or anything like that. I don't necessarily just play a game and then I'm done. There are lots of these games that I will be playing again for sure. Not all of them, but definitely some.
Doesn't do anything special to me, Captain.
And thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
So
What?
anyway,
What does that mean?
let's do the thing. Where is it at? Hype.
Mass plasma displays, Captain. Readings show that they have been
You're
You
pretty
and
much
me
the
both,
first
Jeff.
streamer I watched.
This
I can't
game
remember what game it was, but it was a few months before you got pregnant.
Confusing
Oh,
at times. What?
That's pretty amazing. Kill Corin Police Quest 4. Oh, and I haven't told Izzy yet too, so I have to let Izzy's know when she shows up, of course. So Izzy's is another person
So I
that
can't really do
really
anything
know.
here, can I? What's the point of these things?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Found you playing Rage of Mages. Oh right, yeah. You found me through GOG.
No, I don't.
Only 25 minutes in and we're gaming. Has to be a record.
No, I don't.
Hey, I don't know. Lately I've been yakking. Now I actually watch Twitch more because of that. Hey. Would I miss anything? Oh, I was just meant, and again, I'm not to milk the whole thing and whatever else, but no, my mom passed away this morning. She was 91. She had a stroke there a couple of months ago. So this is what I was just mentioning. So. See now people say, hey, what's up? And I say, well, mom passed away. Well, geez, you cold college bastard. It's okay. It's okay. It's really good news. So.
Okay, whatever the case, I guess I'm done.
It's a relief that it's
here.
happened, really.
Yeah. Don't know if there's anything else we're gonna do in this room. This room looks like it's kind of done.
Oh, did we rescue this lady or something? We got to try and get her out or something, right?
I don't know.
Oh, and there's this guy. I forget what we're doing. What are we doing? Okay, let me see. Quest. Rescuing Megan and her team. Right. Find and speak with hercxena. That's not hercxena. It's the youngest member. Oh, you let Avingrod know a little bit ago? I hope that... Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. The first Lego stream... Oh, the Lego Batman with Cesar Romero. Yeah. Yeah, Tim Coolidge. No, I don't mind at all. I've talked about it now, so it's all good. You know. Just be sure to let him know that it's all okay. Everything is fine. Yeah. Well, I like him. Yep. Find and speak with Nia Colvin. Megan had 4 scientists working with her. Nia Colvin was the only woman. You need to find Nia and find out what to rescue everybody and all of that. And then there's a secondary thing, which whatever. You told him about me. Yeah. The Joker cosplay, yeah. I still have the costume and I have no use for it now. Unless I do another Joker cosplay sometime. Pretty well done Joker. Yeah, that was a good Joker. I've been so... I mean, I had a lot more time to put into stuff like that, but lately, over the last little while, I've been so busy with stuff that putting together something like that takes time. What are the differences between the director's cut and the standard game? The director's cut, the boss fights were made easier, and more tolerable, and all of the DLC was incorporated into the game. Did I talk to this guy already? That's Declan Farity. What?
Did you forget something, Adam?
No, I'm just asking. Okay, I'm going to read this stuff so I can catch up on what's going on here. Still looking for Dr. Koss. I don't suppose you can point me in the right direction.
I'm still looking for Dr. Koss. I don't suppose you could point me in the right direction.
Eric showed an amazing bit of courage a few weeks back.
Thank you, Avingrod.
Slipped a note into one of the project reports telling me they've got him locked inside a lab on the 3rd floor of the Microgen building. I suspect, though, they'll have cameras and other security devices protecting it. You'll have to be on your guard, son.
Kidnappers?
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable, considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through them. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
There's the wanker comment. Okay, so that's it. But yeah. You bought this game, by the way, planning on playing it soon, once I get further into Doom. Oh, yeah. Don't think raids were a thing. No, raids didn't start till, yeah, much later, actually. Hosts. Must have been a host. In Colvin.
Have you seen Nia Colvin lately? I haven't found her yet.
They've done a good job keeping us all separated, but I suspect she'll be in the microgen building. There's a skywalk connecting the two buildings. If you can find it, you won't have to go back outside.
90s. Oh, no, we're talking about raids in, like Twitch raids.
Gotcha. Just be ready. When you feel your GPL vibrate, set off that distraction.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Do be careful. Watch out for wankers. Okay, what is up with... What's this? Why is this thing in my face? What's this? Why is my HUD up here? I just realized this. Why is my HUD up here? What the hell is going on here? Yes, I might have to do it. Reminds me when you widescreen KOTOR. No, but this is widescreen anyway, but it's just, wait a minute. Maybe I should just restart. It's because it's a wanker, yeah. Yeah, this should be alright. Back. Resume. There it is in the front. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. So let's, yeah, do I want to quit? Yeah, I'm quitting. I quit. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. You had this problem before? It just didn't load properly or something. Oh, it is about it not being full. No, this is not full screen. This is this is the first time I've had this happen. I've been playing this game for a while and it's been great. It's been worked fine. And I'm not playing it full screen. I'm playing it Windows. Actually, here I'll take a look in PC Gaming Wiki, but otherwise I'll just restart it. Yeah. But that's, yeah, like I say, this is what, my 9th stream of this game? So I've been playing this for like 50 odd hours, and this is the first time that's happened. So, and also this is Director's Cut. And then PC Gaming Wiki, excuse me, there it is. Configuration step, field of view increase. Audio setting, localization, broken multi-matter, no HUD scaling, using force, nope. Mouse lag, nope. Camera stuttering, nope. Poor performance, nope. I did do that thing though. Crash on start, nope. Some players reported starting the game at crash outrights, nope. Add launch options to Steam, I'm not playing it on Steam. No, yes I am playing it on Steam. Add the launch options and alternative workaround. Yeah, I haven't had it crash, so that's not it. No tint filter? No. Access the external setup utility. What's that for? Okay, that's in this version. What about in Human Revolution? There's a CAT-CAN version differences. The Director's Cut has its page for details. Save location, video settings. No. Lag, stuttering. slow and continuous drop. Tutorial crash, lower negative, altered HUD placement. Some users have discovered an issue where the HUD moves itself to the left middle of the screen as though it were placed for a different resolution. Although a restart of the game usually fixes it, that may not be the case. This thread on IDIS, there's a number of other fixes people's tried to remedy the situation. Well, I will start it up, but I'll check this out. Yeah, I might just reset and work. And then I go to the page, and what does it do? It dumps me somewhere else. This is not the page. This is not the IDIS screen. Support. We use cookies on our site. We're a bunch of bums. Where is that supposed to go? This thread. This thread, but you're not taking me to the thread. You don't have forums or what? There's no Square Unix forums anymore, I guess. Can I ask you not only about the game, but also about the music? What about the music? The music is awesome. Oh, wait a minute. There's this. Oh, there's a Steam update. Okay, I'm going to restart Steam. See what that does. I don't know. It probably won't do anything. You're exhausted. I'm going to go and play the Frankenstein Chronicles with your dad, and hopefully we'll see you around soon. We'll say some prayers for you and your mom. No worries, man. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate it. I truly do. Key mapping, mouse thing. No. No, I don't want to participate in those freaking survey. Go away. Finish. And I don't want this. And go away. Mouse lag, acceleration, no. Stuttering, lag, and frame rate drop. Possible performance, Steam. Yeah, I think this is gone, so. Okay, I got an idea here. How about this? I mean, again, I'm going to restart it in a second. Altered HUD bug. Altered HUD bug. There you go. Steam community. HUD bug. Offset glitch. Okay, here we go. I found some stuff. Load of my game was greeted with this. I can't see my health, my battery, or anything. Anyway, to fix it looks like you uploaded wrong screen. That I did. Edited. Okay, I tried every revolution that seems to offset and return. Upon quitting and reloading, this is what's going on. They don't exist. Game is unplayable now. How odd. Okay. This is exactly what happens to me when I switch to DX11 after I did the registry thing. I'm having the same issue. Loading a previous save didn't work. Starting a new game hasn't either. Okay, well that didn't help. Anybody else got it? Bugged. Bugged! Notice this bug in the game early on. Closing and opening it fixed it. 15 hours it's back and it won't go away. It's been like this for 3 days and I can't play with the HUD's messed up. Okay. What bug? Okay, picture, yeah. When it happened to me, I loaded a previous save and that fixed it. Okay. Never thought about that. I'll let you know what happens as soon as you can. No problem. Always glad to help. Work like a charm and only lost 5 minutes of progress. Okay, so okay. So it might just work, and if it doesn't, we'll try just loading an earlier save, which is kind of sad. Hey, yeah, 28. Howdy, howdy. And also, I just updated Steam too, so maybe I don't know. So if this doesn't work, if this doesn't work, I'll just load up Cutter save. Okay, I'll do continue. See what happens. Okay, that looks more like it. That's more like it. Okay, and we talked to him about all the other stuff, so this is good. We're back in business. Everything is okay. Would it help if you panic? Never. Panicking doesn't do shit. It doesn't do shit. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna go up and look at these chairs. I guess I gotta leave through the door. I'm gonna hop over here. I used the door. I don't got no things to follow. I like these games, these modern games where they tell you where to go. Where is I supposed to go? Steam is watching. Schraderman, Diego, how are you doing, Schraderman? Am I going in here? See, look, I'm not getting in the directions. Nobody's telling me where to go and what to do. I don't know what to do. Dan, de wham, bam, de dan, dam. Dan, van, dam, de wham, bam, de bam, bam. Damn. Tarzan Van Dam. Okay, this looks lovely. Twiddly ding! Reg, thank you for the host. Bap, bap, doo doo, doo doo doo. Oh, and by the way, Dan, I shared the news. Well, the news. I shared the news that I had, so everybody in chat knows, just in case you're wondering. No code found. I gotta hack. Diddly dee. Can I do this? I don't know. I think so. No, go back. Do the thing. That. And this. Shit! That wasn't what I was supposed to do. I messed up. Ah, damn it. I think I can do it.
Access granted.
I got it. We're good. I'm good. Oh, Declan, my old friend. Yeah, it's sad news. It's sad news, but it's sad news, but it's good news. My mom passed away this morning. It was not entirely unexpected, shall we say. She was actually at home for a while there, but it was time to bring her back in, and she brought her back in there just 2 days ago. Yep. Yeah, it's no worries, but I mean, it was time, you know. And like I say, I mean, I think it's. I'm talking to my my brothers, sisters, and I mean, it was time. So there you go. Declan, my old friend, you were right about the GPL implants. Those bastards are using them to keep track of us. And they'll continue to do so until we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another angina attack? Because we need to discuss this in person. Oh, I know you're nervous, Declan, but to be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work centered on the use of the electrical signals to evoke emotional responses. Did I see my question? I don't think so. Which one? I thought I... Wait a minute. Maybe I did. Hang on. Didn't I? Oh, sorry. You write that you're a guitar instruction with 40 years of experience. Do you follow contemporary music? What albums have you liked in the last couple of years? I haven't listened to any albums, per se. And actually, in terms of contemporary music, it's very unusual. I'll just... there you go. Yeah, it's very unusual question to answer. Because... I don't necessarily follow music now, particularly over the last number of years. What I do in terms of I do my work and I work on the stuff that I'm playing, and also the stuff that people want to learn. So I get people bringing me in music and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm actively listening per se, right? So if you ask me to name particular albums and whatnot that I can think of that are really good, I can't. I guess that's the best way to put it. But I'm a fan of any kind. I like all kinds of music of all sorts, from classical and jazz to folk to the heaviest of heavy. You know, variety of different styles. You know, everything. Your aunt died last October, so share your exact sentiments. Yep. So most of the music that I encounter is usually through other people that are looking. Do I tutor privately or teach in a school? I teach out of a music store, and I've been teaching there for like 20 years. And I'm not teaching there now because of the whole COVID-19 thing. So I've just been working at home and doing stuff. Luckily, I have work to do. So. Disconnecto. But yeah, I teach privately from I have a space in the local music store. Although that's going to be coming to an end as well, which is not such a terrible thing, believe me. I could turn online, but I don't know, as long as I'm got money coming in and I can keep going, then we're good. Because I still have lots of other work to do. It'd be interesting to listen to your story about what you like to listen to and what influences you the most from music. Literally everything. I'll tell you one. Here's a quick little story, and this will fill you in a little bit. I remember when, and I'll bring up some names that Jennifer would know. I used to when I was going to say high school, for example. In the Sir Richard Squires building is where the public library used to be. It was like on the 3rd floor of the Sir Richard Squires building. And I used to go there all the time during like lunch breaks and stuff, you know. And they had a huge record collection there. And I used to take home records and listen to whatever. You know. And so my musical tastes are completely all over the map, and I've always been a fan of anything good, anything interesting, doesn't matter what it is, you know. Like I say, anything from classical, jazz, I mean, of course I grew up listening to, you know, the Beatles and Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, and all the classic rock bands. I also get into progressive rock stuff like King Crimson and Genesis and Yes and the like and whatnot. But I also get into jazz. Yeah, remember doing that at the library? Yeah. You know, and I got into jazz, into anything, everything. My favorite guitarists, too many. Nickelback. What are my thoughts on Nickelback? Nickelback is Kraft Dinner. And Kraft Dinner's not bad. I'm not one of those people who thinks that Nickelback is terrible or awful, because I don't. But I find they are prepackaged angst. They're like artificial angst is what they are. So they're not really angry, but they play heavy music and angry but they're not really angry, you know. But they're not bad. They're not a terrible band. But anyway, I want to play the game. I got to play the game. I want to get. But yeah, I've been big with art, rock stuff, and everything else too. So anyway, I don't even know where now. Which way am I going? Am I going backwards again? I hope not. Because I don't know where I am. Game time. Oh, back to the game. Well, you know, there's an elevator. I ran through this area here. This is how I got here, was by going through the thing. Let me save. If you don't mind. I was all about Jimi Hendrix, yeah. Yep. Inactive. Where was I supposed to be going? Not this. A big fan of ABBA. I actually like ABBA, but I mean, you know, you just play ABBA for long enough and you've had enough. Find a speak. Okay, I'm gonna find this job. But he said where to go and I don't remember. Until I had to play them for 2 months, exactly.
No.
You know, I mean, sometimes you just gotta say, enough. I don't know where I'm going to. I don't know the things that life is showing to. What? I can't pick that up. Oh, man. Where is everybody? Where am I going? It's not giving me directions. This is a faucet. And paper towels. I can play at least one Paranoid Android. At least one. American music in the 70s was very important to me and my generation. In the 90s, in my country, an incredible explosion of talent and energy in music. Absolutely. What was this one? What was this one? Or see, I woke the cat. Go to sleep is a fun one to play, yeah. Whoa! Look at the cat. Playing Metro 2033. I swear to you, I will be doing some music stream stuff. I will be doing some music stream stuff in the near future. Because something tells me I'm going to be home a lot more over the next little while. She is. No, she's not annoyed. She's just like, hey, what was... I think the vibration set her off, and she's like, what's this, what? So anyway, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going. I could go in here and do this stuff. Why won't this game tell me where to go? Where did he say to go? I don't remember. You know what you could do for channel point reservation? You play a song with... Well, I could, yeah, but the problem is, Reg, I generally try to stop playing stuff at a certain time because I do have neighbors and whatnot, right? I mean, it's bad enough. I'm amazed the fact that I may be able to sit here and talk and rant and freak out and all that stuff and not bother people. But music travels, sound travels in the nighttime. Like, there's neighbors on this side of this wall, although it's relatively soundproof for the most part. And the other wall, definitely, you can hear stuff, right? You know, so... Something like that would be more like 100,000 points. You get 25,000 in no time if you're subbed and show up for streams regularly. But we'll see about stuff. I mean, I'd like to do some... Like I say, I'd love to do more music stuff. I'd love to do more music stuff, you know. I have infinity. I don't think this is going to work. Well, no, don't do that. Ah, shit. Shit, and you look at you go. I think I got it. I think I got it.
Access granted.
Thank you. Holy crap. That was good. What? Where am I going? I've already been in here, I bet. I've already been in here. So where the hell am I going? I have no idea. Maybe I'm going backwards. I mean, do I have to leave now? Yep. You played guitar for a good 2 hours tonight? Yay. Yes. Jennifer, I'd be trying to practice. Years ago, I'd be trying to practice, and Jennifer would come in bothering the hell out of me. Anytime there's a party, I'm begged to bring the guitar. There you go. I can't move it out of it. I can't do that. What's this here? I don't want to. Why do I do this? I don't know where I'm going. And it's funny because Uncle never even taught you. Yeah. I always get the door slammed in my face. I showed you some stuff on the keyboard, I remember. I remember showing you stuff on the keyboard.